and Technology。皆様、本日はアユベダデジタル革新セミナーにご参加いただきまして、誠にありがとうございます。To begin, we would like to have a video screening on Ayurveda。はじめに、アユベダに関するビデオをご覧いただきます。
The Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has always advocated for the citizen-centric, user-friendly digital solutions. The Ministry of Ayush, guided by this vision in nature, content and purpose, is fully committed to digitize Ayush sector for the benefit of people. To realize the same, Ayush Grid, a dedicated digital health platform for Ayush sector, has developed two pivotal applications, namely Ayush Education Learning Management System (ELMS) and Comprehensive Ayush Hospital Management Information System (AHMIS). ELMS is a digital learning platform and collaboration system for regulation of Ayush education, training through dynamic and seamless interaction with students, academia, and practitioners. The portal has been developed as a federated platform wherein the statutory bodies under Ministry of Ayush National Commission for Indian Systems of Medicine, National Commission for Homeopathy, Ayush colleges, registration boards from states and union territories operate together through dedicated microsites. The portal facilitates complete life cycle of events from students enrollment to registration. In addition to this, the portal has niche features like e-classroom module, webcast for live interactive sessions, and job placement facility for the benefit of students. The portal is all set to bring in transparency, accountability, high academic standards, and professional competency for the creation of Ayush doctors. Comprehensive AHMIS is an upgraded EHR system with IPD and inventory modules developed for the specific requirements of Ayush systems and works in sync with Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission (ABDM). AHMIS is the first and foremost application in the Ayush domain to clear three levels of integration with ABDM, namely Ayushman Bharat Health Account Aadhaar number creation, capture and verification, building health information provider services and personal health records, and enabling health information user services to view the patient's medical history by authorized healthcare personnel with complete consent. Further, AHMIS harnesses the power of double coding system using National Ayush Morbidity Codes and WHO ICD codes along with inbuilt integrated clinical decision support system for effective case recording, reporting, and data analysis. These unique features of AHMIS enable diligent healthcare delivery to the citizens through Ayush medical systems across India.
Thank you very much for the video. Now, may I invite Shri R. Madhusudan, Charge d'Affaires, Embassy of India in Tokyo, to give the opening remarks. これより中日インド大使館臨時代理大使アーマドゥ・スダン様より開会挨拶をいただきます。
Good morning, dear friends. Ms. Chie Mombu, President, Jiva Japan Ayurveda. Dr. Arun Mohapatra, Professor, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. Dr. Abhijit Datta from the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, and Ayush enthusiasts. I'm happy to welcome you all to the Embassy of India for this event that seeks to unlock the potential of the ancient science of wellness, Ayurveda, yoga, and naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy, and so on, with solutions anchored in modern technologies, particularly digital technology. The word Ayurveda literally means science of life. It's a form of traditional medicine, but more than that, it is a philosophy and a way of life. It emphasizes living in harmony with nature and entreats us to seek a balanced development of body, mind, and spirit. The modern world and our fast-paced way of life is confronted with chronic diseases, stress disorders, and lifestyle related ailments. While modern medicine has found cure for many of these diseases, Ayurveda and other such traditional systems of medicine offers a preventive, personalized, and holistic approach. Increasingly, the world is recognizing the importance of both traditional and modern medicines, complementing and supplementing each other. I'm also pleased to share with you that the World Health Organization's Traditional Medicine Global Summit is being held in New Delhi from 17 to 19 December of this year. This shows the growing momentum for traditional systems of medicine around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge in all these kind of traditional medicine has mainly been one of access, standardization, and evidence based validation. We have a treasure trove of knowledge held by practitioners of traditional medicine, such as Ayurveda, but they need to be documented, they need to be localized, and they have to be put through the sieve of modern science in order to obtain measurable outcomes. This is where digital transformation, the theme of today's event, comes in. I'm happy to note here that the Government of India, spearheaded by the Ministry of Ayush, has done commendable work in the digital transformation of Ayurveda. The Ayush Grid initiative, a comprehensive digital health platform, integrates various digital tools and platforms for healthcare delivery, education, research, and data management. It leverages artificial intelligence and aligns with the national Ayushman Bharat digital mission. The WHO's landmark brief on artificial intelligence in traditional medicine has featured this initiative. There are other similar such programs by the Ministry of Ayush to aid in the digitization of Ayurveda. These include the Ayush Hospital Management Information System for managing patient records and improving work efficiency of over 100 government run hospitals throughout India, the Namaste portal for providing standardized terminologies for Ayush systems, the Traditional Knowledge Digital Library for documenting ancient traditional knowledge in digital format, the Dravya portal for consolidating data from classical texts and research platforms, and so on and so forth. Friends, the future is through building a digital Ayurveda ecosystem. It is the way to store knowledge where wisdom has been passed on to us through centuries. I'm sure that digital technologies will play an important role in integrating Ayush with prevalent healthcare systems and making it globally accessible and evidence based. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, we'd like to invite Ms. Chie Mombu, President, Jiva Japan Ayurveda, to deliver a presentation. 続きまして、Jiva Japan Ayurveda 代表取締役、モンブチエ様よりプレゼン発表をいただきます。
I'm Chiyoda-ku, Director of Jiva Japan Ayurveda. Thank you very much for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to speak something about Swasta program. I'm not sure if my presentation is really good to today's main theme, digital transformation of Ayurveda. But I hope my presentation give today's participants some hints about how Ayurvedic activities can be digitalized. 今ご紹介に預かりました、ジバジャパンアイルベーダ代表のモンブチエと申します。よろしくお願いいたします。本日は、スワスタプログラム についてお話しします。で、今日のセミナーのメインテーマが
The main theme of today is the digital transformation of Ayurveda. So the Swasthya program could contribute to your daily activities, but it could be a hint of your activities and work. Before getting into the main topic of my presentation, let me introduce Japan Ayurveda. I started the Japan Ayurveda around 1995 in northern India. Jiva Ayurveda, located in that region, there was a medical institute. The founder, Dr. Pautapam, I met. This was the triggering of Japan Ayurveda, an Ayurveda school we started, and this activities has continued so far. In addition, Ayurveda products manufactured by Japan, India, and also the other counseling is provided from 2022. So as the program, I have been involved. This is a main theme topic, Swasthya program. As mentioned here, integration of Ayurveda and the modern medicine. This program is started by Dr. Uebaba, one of the front runners in Japan's Ayurveda Academic Society. So in order to integrate Ayurveda and modern medicine, so Dr. Weber called me and invited me to this project. Who were involved in it? Local Ayurveda in India, Ayurveda Japan, and Jiva Ayurveda India and Japan, and also the other Dr. Weber and the other medical doctors in Japan. In total, 10 or some doctors are involved. Not limited to such 10 doctors, but also medical doctors in Japan who are interested in Ayurveda are welcome to this Swasthya program. You can see the details of the Swasthya program through the QR code. Dr. Uebaba came up with this program. Why he wants to work together with Dr. Papachuan? Because Ayurveda was involved in the online consultation. Of course, clinic consultations are made pretty actively in India nationwide. More than 80 Jiva clinics across India. This is a face-to-face consultation. So not only the remote consultation, but also face-to-face consultations are provided. In addition, telemedicine is another pillar of our activities. In 1995, we started telemedicine. Dr. Jahan wanted to provide medical activities in the villages where it's no doctors, but in those days, internet was not spread pretty well. So different way from the present method was used for telemedicine. In rural area, there is some stuff provided to listen to the local people. If there are some the other villagers under the weather, using the Jiba unique system to send the information about the villagers to the headquarters and to prescribe the herbal medicine. And by doing so, the other herbal medicines can be handed over to the patients. By doing so, in India, in a rural area without medical doctors, Jiva Ayurveda has made a great contribution. The United Nations led Healthcare-related World Summit Award. This was awarded to Jiva Ayurveda activities. Teledoc, this is the name of the award, and after that, Telemedicine Center was established. And this is a large-scale consultation in the Ayurveda world. This is the the biggest Ayurveda consultation center. 500 Ayurveda doctors are working in this center, graduated from Ayurveda University. So this is a place to hire such graduate students. Students graduated from university. 8,000 consultations are provided through remote and face-to-face consultations. We take care of a lot of patients and can accumulate a lot of information based on such big data. Data analysis has been carried out in 2018. This is a pretty rare big data analysis census words released in Europe. This is a very rare report in the Ayurveda industry. So what is the relationship between the dosha and also the other symptoms? This is a Swastika program. What we want to achieve so this is an integration of the modern medicine and traditional medicine. So Swastika is to be situated in oneself or being in one's natural state. So this is no conflict between the Ayurveda and the modern medicine. Both medicines can complement each other. And Dr. Paraju Arita has the same idea. In the future, Ayurveda remote consultation will be surely necessary. This is what we thought. If they want to take the other treatment, not a lot of people can fly for 9 hours to come to India in order to take Ayurveda treatment. So this is the trigger for starting remote treatment. And the objective of the Swastika program, there are 3 points to patients to give the wider choice of treatment, not only for the modern medicine, but also the traditional medicines. By providing such the wider options, there is some potential to treat their disease. And herbal medicine and treatment method, how such medicine and treatment are working, we want to digitize such things. So the subjective feeling that oh, I'm getting better is also important, but the digitization of such improvement can give some the comfortability to the patients. This is the second objective. And the third objective is to give the good opportunity for Japanese doctors to study Ayurvedic treatment. So the first one is to wide range of medical treatments, and the second is to provide some digitized information, and the third objective is to provide Japanese doctors the opportunity to study Ayurvedic treatment. More specifically, so what is stress program works? There was an application from the patient, and the GP doctor provides consultation through online method, and other medicines are prescribed and delivered to patients directly. And the patients visit stress problem doctor and tell before taking the other medicine, and 1 month after taking the other medicine, they take the other test to show what difference between their symptoms. And if there is a side effects from the other medicine, they can consult with the Japanese doctor with the comfortability. So far, in stress program, we treated such symptoms, and infertility is the biggest complaints by our patients. They have visited the Japanese doctors. However, after taking the other herbal medicines of Ayurveda, and also the other gynecologists or treatment salon, if they visit such salon, by doing so, a lot of the patients got pregnant. Many of the infertile patients and the women, many of them are very old, close to 50 years old, but some of them will successfully get pregnant. And the last one listed here, suspected ASL difficulty in speaking and walking, heavy coughing after COVID vaccination, but such patients take the Ayurveda other medicine and also the other treatment provided by the stress program Japanese doctors. These patients have improved their symptoms. And this is the data of studying for the doctors. What kind of the medicines, other medicines are provided? It's not clear. So the other, for example, multiple vague symptoms, these powders and tablets are prescribed, and these things were provided and given to the patients. Yeah, of course, the individual patients have the slightly different other medicines, but this is a kind of the list of the powders and tablets. In this case, it took 7 months, but IgG declined after the blood test, and the palpitation improved. So this is one example. And another one is menopausal symptoms. This patient has spent Ayurvedic life, but suffered from the heavy menopausal symptoms. The powders oral tablets on the left-hand side were prescribed. 3 months later, menopausal symptom index. This is from the modern medicine. The point was reduced from 87 points to 33 points. So the big improvement was observed. This is a third case. Somnolence, sleeping over 20 hours a day because of a trauma of abuse. After taking Ayurvedic herbal medicine, 1 month later, after taking Panchakarma, this person's getting better and better, dramatic improvement. This person has shown, and after testing, coming back to Japan, thyroid hormone and CPD, such data improved pretty much. So the turning into data is very important. When sending an herbal medicine in the box, there is information about the other herbal medicines, and also the food is also considered as a medicine in Ayurveda. So you should take this kind of food and you should avoid this and that. Such kind of information is also included in the box of the medicine. Integration of Ayurveda and modern medicine. So what is important is that visualization and normalization of the effect of the Ayurveda treatment. So far, the other subjective feeling was given from the patients, but the objective and the numerical data should be considered more important. If you are wanting to take Ayurveda treatment, the confidence will be given if numerical data is available. Of course, by integrating with other medicines, a wider range of options can be provided to the patients. This is very, very important. And the future expectations? Complete Ayurveda remote treatment in order to make it successful. Pulse should be counted because the pulse is very important in the treatment and also the medical consultation. However, in the remote consultation, the pulse taken is not accurate right now, but in the future, so the pulse can be accurately taken. How to make it successful in a remote environment. This is very important, but it will take a lot of time, I thought. However, looking at TV news, I heard that at NTT developed for sharing tactile sense, for example, for touching. The other kimono clothes, for example, such kind of the tactile sense will be soon shared people in a remote area. And this technology can be used for Ayurveda consultation for checking the pulse. So pulse counting will be possible if we can do it. So complete the digital transformation of Ayurveda treatment will be possible, I believe. Okay, thank you for your attention. This is the end of my presentation.
Okay. Let me start. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Mahapatra Arun Kumar. I am working as Associate Professor in the Department of Komar Vidya, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, which is a premier apex institute in the field of Ayurveda. Today, I am presenting an overview of India's comprehensive Ayush digital system, which is the health ecosystem, a pioneering integration of ancient healing systems with cutting edge digital technology. The Ayush word encompasses Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Swarikpa, and Homeopathy, which are traditional healthcare practices. So, Ministry of Ayush under Government of India has created the world's most advanced digital infrastructure for traditional medicine, setting a global standard for how ancient wisdom can be preserved, standardized, and made accessible through modern technology. This Ayush grid is the digital backbone connecting all the traditional medicine digital platforms in India. It was launched in 2018 and it provides a comprehensive IT infrastructure through a sophisticated four-layer architecture. The core layer establishes fundamental standards and registries. The national layer hosts central applications. The state layer enables regional implementation, whereas the citizen access layer provides public facing services. Now, importantly, the Ayush grid is fully integrated with India's national Ayushman Bharat digital mission, ensuring traditional medicine is part of country's unified healthcare ecosystem. This ICE grid comprehensively covers six critical functional areas, which are health services, education, research, drug administration, medicinal plants, supply chain, and ministries oversight covers governance, capacity building, and public awareness. This holistic approach ensured that no aspect of this traditional medicine is left behind in the digital transformation. The prime initiative under this Ayush grid is AHMIS. It stands for Ayush Hospital Management Information System. It is basically a Ayush specific electronic health records platform and it serves to majority of Ayush hospitals in India. What makes this system remarkable is its innovative double coding system. That is, every diagnosis is recorded using both traditional Ayush terminology as well as international ICD codes. This ensures that traditional medicine consultations integrate seamlessly with modern healthcare systems. Another important digital initiative is Namaste Portal. It stands for National Ayush Morbidity and Standardized Terminologies Electronics Portal. This Namaste Portal represents a groundbreaking achievement in traditional medicine standardization. Before this portal, traditional medicine system often lacked standardized medical terminology. making data comparison and research collaboration extremely difficult. So this initiative has enabled the development of ICD-11 traditional medicine module by WHO, officially recognizing Indian traditional medicine in global healthcare standards. The Bureau of Indian Standards has also published these terminologies as national standards. Another important digital initiative in the Ayush Grid compartment is TKDL, known as Traditional Knowledge Digital Library, which is developed by Ministry of Ayush in collaboration with Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. For years, the traditional medicine was vulnerable to biopiracy. Companies would patent traditional formulation as if they were novel inventions. TKDL has systematically documented traditional formulations from classical texts, which is usually written in the languages like Sanskrit, Urdu, and Tamil, in formats that the international patent examiners can understand easily. Access is provided to international patent offices under strict confidentiality agreement. This has successfully prevented hundreds of wrongfully patent applications, protecting India's intellectual heritage and ensuring traditional knowledge remains in the public domain for humanity's benefit. Another important digital initiative under Ayush Grid is Ayush Suraksha. This Ayush Suraksha is India's comprehensive pharmacovigilance system for traditional medicine. Operating through a three-tier network of 103 centers nationwide, it monitors adverse drug reaction and any sort of misleading advertisement for traditional system of medicines. This platform emphasizes traditional therapeutic principles, that is, using the right drug at the right dose by the right route at the right time for the right person. By creating an evidence based safety database and integrating with Ayush Grid, Ayush Suraksha ensures that traditional medicines meet the same scientific safety standards as modern pharmaceuticals, protecting patients while building global credibility for these ancient healing systems. Similarly, e-Aushadhi is a digital platform of Ministry of Ayush to bring transparency and efficiency to Ayush pharmaceutical regulation. This comprehensive portal digitally manages the entire life cycle of drug licensing, that is, from manufacturing license to good manufacturing practice certifications. It streamlines regulatory process that previously required extensive paperwork and often in-person visits. This digital transformations enhances both industry efficiency and public safety. Similarly, eCharak is a digital initiative developed by National Medicinal Plant Board, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, which creates a transparent digital market space for medicinal plants and raw materials. eCharak directly connects farmers and collectors with manufacturers and healthcare providers. The platform tracks users, plant species availability, and all buyer seller interactions. This transparency ensures fair pricing, quality assurance, and sustainability. Next digital initiative by Ministry of Ayush is the Ayush Research Portal. This portal is world's most comprehensive repository of traditional medicine research papers with about 42,000 indexed research articles in this portal. It provides advanced search capabilities and all the clinical studies are classified into evidence grades as per the based on research quality. The portal integrates with international classification systems, making Ayush research easily discoverable and comparable globally. During COVID 19, it played a crucial role in rapidly disseminating evidence about the traditional system of medicine interventions, demonstrating how organized knowledge can save lives. This another initiative is Ayurvidya, which is a advanced learning platform developed by our institute, that is All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. Now, this platform offers service-oriented courses enriched with multimedia content. It hosts presently continuing medical education courses for practicing physicians, keeping them updated with latest developments. Students and practitioners anywhere in the world can access these quality trainings from India's leading institutions. Another digital initiative under Ayush Grid is Ayush NGO portal. This digitizes the entire life cycle of the government funding for traditional medicine initiatives. NGOs, private organizations, and individuals can register and submit proposals for central sector scheme through this integrated platform. From proposal submission to the expert review, approval, and fund release, everything happens digitally in this portal. This eliminates total paperwork delays and ensures that deserving organizations receive timely support for community level Ayush program. During COVID-19, this Ayush grid agility was demonstrated and it delivered remarkably. The Ayush Sanjeevani app, the platform uh, documented immunity boosting practices and tracked the health parameters and reached about 6 lakhs users at the time when there was lockdown. There was telemedicine services which was very helpful. Notably, India also assisted the WHO in developing the M Yoga app, which is now available globally. Real time dashboards tracked Ayush interventions for COVID patients, rapid research studies on traditional formulations like Ayush 64 and Kabasir Kudinir were coordinated through the digital infrastructure. This demonstrated how traditional medicine and modern technology can unite during healthcare emergencies. Another very important aspect and significant development is artificial intelligence in traditional medicine. In traditional medicine, artificial intelligence supports evidence based decisions and improve health systems. Has recently released this publication entitled Mapping the Application of Artificial Intelligence in Traditional Medicine. This work highlights global and regional examples showing how artificial intelligence advances policy and universal health coverage. I'm happy to share that the publication was developed with experts from our institute, that is All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, ensuring strong input technically. Now, another initiative we have started that at All India Institute of Ayurveda established a advanced Ayurveda lab in 2023, which is a state-of-art advanced lab for computational drug discovery in Ayurveda. Now, this objective of this computational lab is to computationally predict ADME, that is absorption, diffusion, metabolism, and excretion of the phytochemicals, docking, dynamics, and advanced pharmacophore analysis to augment this herbal medicine research. Our facilities include access to expert systems, high performance computing, and modules for artificial intelligence. Presently, we are working on more than 20 research projects on thrust areas like cancer research, Alzheimer's disease, different autoimmune disorders, and pediatric neurodevelopmental conditions. Another important initiative is the Incubation Center for Ayurveda Innovation and Entrepreneurship, or ICANN, at All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. It is India's first public sector business incubator dedicated to Ayurveda. ICANN support for Ayurveda based startups with mentorship, funding networks, and technical guidance. Our key focus is on promoting digital entrepreneurship and modern technology solutions rooted in Ayurvedic wisdom. The center organizes various activities encouraging innovative digital product development and commercialization. Another important initiative by the Government of India is the Smart India Hackathon, which is a nationwide initiative to foster a problem solving and innovation culture among children, and all the solutions are through digital medium only. Every year, it brings together engineering students, technology, and management students from across the country to solve real world challenges posed by ministries, industries, and public organizations. Our institute, AIA, serves as the nodal agency for the Ministry of Ayush, presenting specific healthcare problem statements for the participants. This platform has led to remarkable Student driven innovations which are currently at pilot level testing includes development of smart yoga mat, non invasive glucometer technology, and artificial intelligence based tools for medicinal plant identification and skin disease diagnosis. Another important area which are we are working is the bioinstrumentation, smart wearable development and its validation. Now, a significant collaboration has been established through a MOU of Memorandum of Understanding with a private company. This company is manufacturing a portable pulse diagnostic device which is designed for non invasive real time monitoring and offering potential benefits in Ayurveda and allied healthcare. Our institute is conducting a rigorous scientific evaluations of this instrument using modern research methodologies to ensure accuracy and complete efficacy. Concluding my presentation, in conclusion, India's Ayush digital ecosystem represents more than a national achievement. It provides a replicable model for how the world's traditional medical system can be integrated into 21st century healthcare. As we pursue the World Health Organization's vision of universal health coverage by 2030, India demonstrates the path forward, respecting the ancestral knowledge while harnessing artificial intelligence and digital innovations for accessible, personalized, effective healthcare. Traditional medicine, supported by modern technology, offers holistic solution to contemporary health challenges. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we'd like to invite Dr. Abhijit Dutta, Research Officer, International Cooperation Section of the Ministry of Ayush, to deliver an online presentation. 続きまして、インド政府アユーシュ諸国際協力課研究家アビジト・ドゥッタ様よりオンラインでプレゼン発表をいただきます。
Yeah, let me start. Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Abhijit. I'm working as a research officer in the International Cooperation section of the Ministry of Ayush. So, although today's theme is digital transformation in Ayurveda, I'll be speaking specifically on some of the status of traditional medicine in India and initiatives of the Ministry of Ayush in a nutshell. It will include the general initiatives of the Ministry of Ayush as well as some of the digital initiatives, although Dr. Mahapatra has explained in details that what are the current initiatives that are going on in between the Ministry of Ayush and its institutions, premier institutions like All India Institute of Ayurveda. My presentation will be the general brief starting from the inception of the Ministry of Ayush to the present scenario. So it will be a very brief one, although it has not included much of the nitty-gritties that involves. In India, the healthcare delivery or the healthcare services basically consist of two parts. One is looked after by the Ministry of Health and Welfare, which is looking after the general health of the population through modern medicine and also the uh, uh, preventive and specific care. And another ministry is the Ministry of Ayush. So these two federal ministries are looking after to the population in terms of what we call integrative health, because one is looking after the modern medicine or conventional medicine, another one is looking after the healthcare of the nation through the traditional medicine. Now, these are the recognized traditional medicine of India. As you can remember that earlier, the Ministry of Ayush, that Ayush used to be an acronym. It projects the acronym of Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Swarikpa, homeopathy, yoga, and naturopathy. So all of these systems uh, are included into the acronym of Ayush. But as per the act of the or the Federal Act of Government of India, it is decided that Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and Swarikpa, these four systems of medicine will be uh, by the NCISM Act or National Commission of Indian System of Medicine Act 2020. Earlier it was IMCC Act 1973. And later on, the homeopathy was incepted by the NCH Act or National Commission of Homeopathy Act in 2020. So this NCH and NCISM mostly looks after the educational standards and infrastructure of Indian institutions. Now, these are the basic prelim or excerpt of the Indian traditional systems of medicine and homeopathy. Where Ayurveda, almost all of the systems of medicine are basically centered to a personalized care, but there are a little bit of conceptual differences. However, they conglomerates together under the general umbrella of wellness. So Ayurveda, as you know, that mostly based on that thousands of years old system of medicine, which basically concentrates on balancing Vata, Pitta, Kapha, or Tridosha theory through the diet, herbs, and lifestyles. Uses certain specialized therapies like Panchkarma. Yoga and naturopathy, as you know, that yoga is a very well-known and popular uh, non-pharmacological therapy that going throughout the world, and it has been adopted in 2014, the United Nations General Assembly as International Yoga Day on the 21st July. So yoga is basically integrates the body posture, breath work, and meditation. This is called asanas and pranayama for mental and physical harmony. So yoga, this term comes from the yuj, means the union of the body, mind, and spirit. And naturopathy, it promotes the self-healing via diet, hydrotherapy, and lifestyle changes, avoiding synthetic drugs. So naturopathy has a very old proverb saying that what your kitchen is your pharmacy, and your ingredients in the kitchens are your medicine. So naturopathy has this old saying, which closely aligns with its philosophy. Then it comes to the Unani system of medicine. It basically rooted in Greco-Arabic medicine, balancing four humors like blood, flame, yellow bile, and black bile. So it also uses herbal formulations, dietary regimens, and therapies like cupping, leeching, exercise, and all. Then there is a system of medicine called Siddha, which is quite similar to the Ayurveda, but it originated in the ancient Tamil system. It is the southern part of India, which mostly focus on balancing five elements. The Vatam, Pittam, Kapham, also these three elements and the five elements. So you can see that Vat, Pitt, Kaph basically rooted in the tradition of Ayurveda, but also incepted in the concept of Siddha. And it is unique for mineral and metal based Rasa Shastra preparations, also known as Mupu. Ayurveda also uses some of the heavy metals as their medicine. Now, there is another system of medicine which is included in Ayush systems of medicine recently called Swarikpa. Although the system of medicine is not very recent because it is used to be a very concentrated form of system of medicine that was occult in some part of the Himalaya. It is commonly known as Amchi medicine or Tibetan medicine, traditional medicinal system in fragmented regions of Himalaya. And basically, translating science of healing or knowledge of healing into Bhoti language. It is there all the scripts of Swarikpa are in Bhoti language. So translation work are going on, but it is a very occult type of knowledge, especially concentrated in the Buddhism. Now, the final one is the homeopathy. It basically based on the like cures like. It uses ultra highly diluted natural substances to stimulate healing. It is basically a personalized treatment plan based on the emotional, mental, and physical symptoms. So whenever you go to a homeopath or any physician of this kind of system, uh, you will have a very long portion of case taking of around 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 1.5 hours, and they will take all the symptoms that you are projecting in terms of the mental, physical, and spiritual plane, and they'll take all the symptoms into account and prescribe a medicine similar to that in homeopathy. And it is also known as the constitutional treatment. And India is mostly although homeopathy was originated in Germany, but India is a functional originator of homeopathy because it is having uh, a highest number of homeopathic physicians in the world, highest number of beneficiaries in the world. So India is basically the global hub with 100 million plus users and state-funded research institutes. Now there is a concept called evidence-informed healthcare. So nowadays people are thinking that traditional medicine means someone who is using it or applying it traditionally in some corner of some tradition or in the corner of some community, but it is not true. Traditional medicine has also the concept embedded in it called evidence informed healthcare nowadays by the modern medicine. So, evidence informed healthcare means where we respect the people, we respect the research, and we practice research and we practice and apply or prescribe medicine based on the research obtained findings. So basically, these kind of systems of medicine, including starting from Ayurveda to homeopathy, you can see that they have thousands or hundreds years of history of using it based on their evidence that was applicable at that time. Also, it is of course the ahead of its time, but it was applicable, definitely applicable at that time, and they have tested it in millions of individuals, and it is also time tested thing because from history to now it has the track record of treating patients in that way only. So whatever research is not only the randomized control trial, research is not only the clinical trial, research is also the safe use of particular drug or ingredient or medicine to the people or to the patient starting from many years, from thousands or hundreds of years, right? So, evidence informed healthcare says that you have to adopt your practice. I mean, it's for the physician, you have to adopt your practice for the people, respecting the people based on the what evidence says or what research obtained evidence says. So, basically, research is misinterpreted a term. Research is not only means the randomized control trial or clinical trial, but also this kind of history of use. So, the core of evidence informed healthcare is not ignored by the traditional medicine or traditional complementary medicine per se, but it is always respected from its very inception. Now, Ministry of Ayush has a very concrete organizational structure. Why I'm showing this slide because you need to understand that ministry is not only a federal executive body of the government which is looking after the Ayush systems of medicine, but it has some wings, it has some facets through which it actually penetrates the notion, the very essence of the traditional complementary medicine into the population. So it has basically three parts. One is regulation, another one is research, and the third one is the education. So for regulation, it has Pharmacopoeia Commission of Indian Systems of Medicine, which looks after the pharmacopoeias of various systems of medicine. Pharmacopoeias means the books or the which contains multiple monographs. Monographs means each and every drug or particular herb or ingredient, which includes or embraces all the standards. Sorry. So Pharmacopoeia Commission of Indian System of Medicine, what they does is they maintain and create these standards or update these standards of drugs so that and uniformity can be maintained throughout the production of any drug of any systems of medicine. So that uniformity is assured by this pharmacopoeia, which is looked after by PCIMH. Second is National Medicinal Plant Board, which looks after the cultivation and promotion of cultivation per se of the medicinal plants in India. Then there are certain commissions again, which looks after the regulation of education. I'm coming to that during education part. Then research, we have thousands of clinical trials and clinical validations and other types of research that have been conducted by our councils. For each systems of medicine, we have some specific councils. For Ayurveda, there is called Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. For homeopathy, there is called CCRH, Central Council for Research in Homeopathy. For Siddha, for Unani, for Yoga and Naturopathy, we have individual research councils having individual budget and they are autonomous bodies. So they can decide what area of research they should do, what area of activities they will conduct. So it is completely on them. They have the autonomy to decide on that. Then, as as far as the education is concerned, we have some statutory and regulatory commissions that I have earlier mentioned, NCISM and NCH. And we also have some national institute or autonomous bodies like All India Institute of Ayurveda in New Delhi and also new campus in Goa, the National Institute of Ayurveda in Jaipur and new campus in Panchkula, uh, Institute of Teaching and Research in Ayurveda, National Institute of Homeopathy, Kolkata and new campus in Narela. So in this way, we have multiple research institutes, total 12 national institutes and autonomous bodies we have for the education. And for your information, each they have like All India Institute of Ayurveda and National Institute of Homeopathy, Kolkata. These institutes looked after patient on an average more than 3,000 per day. So now you can imagine how much bigger infrastructure and efficient infrastructure they have to handle this much of volume of patients, around more than 3,000 per day on an average. Now, here in the right side, I don't want to go into much details of it, but you can see that registered practitioner in India up to 2024, this count is around 7 lakh 12,000, more than 7 lakhs. This figures has come nearly 7.5 lakhs now. And total teaching institutes, this is this National Institute and autonomous bodies of only Ministry of Ayush. But apart from that, there are multiple other teaching institutes, Ayush hospitals, dispensaries, manufacturing units of state government and private as well. Now, we have integrated the Ayush into the public health through the National Health Mission because it has mandated mainstreaming of Ayush into the healthcare system. So we have many co-located Ayush infrastructures, including district hospitals, sub-district hospital, community health centers, primary health centers, and other healthcare centers. Now, as far as the global, now this was the national scenario of Ayush in brief, very brief. But as far as the global presence of Ayush is concerned, you can see in the heat map that we have around 25 country level MOU with different governments. We have 52 institute to institute level MOU for various institutional cooperation. And we have MOU for establishing academic chair in various foreign institutes, around 15. And we have various Ayush information cells, which is currently 43 in 39 countries, including Tokyo Ayush information cell. Now, as Dr. Mahapatra has already described, so I'm not going in detail of it. So it is the Ayush Grid is one of the major steps of Ministry of Ayush to recollect all these digital apps, portals, and the AI informatics together under a single umbrella. So you can just have a screenshot of this slide because it included multiple important apps, including M Yoga and Vibrate. So I know that there is a lot of fascination about yoga in Japan or Japanese people because I have seen it during the World Expo Osaka, where we have organized a daily session of yoga, and it had created thousands of pools of Japanese people who have came there and had yoga session. So for your information, there are two authentic apps of yoga. One is M Yoga. It was developed in collaboration with World Health Organization, and another one is a Y-Break. Y-Break is developed completely indigenously by Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga. So both these app has varied duration of yoga practices together. M Yoga has different modules of yoga even for the office bearers. Now, as you have seen that major initiatives of Ministry of Ayush starting from 2014 to till date, Ministry of Ayush has several achievements, and it has tremendously worked day and night to integrate this particular science of traditional medicine into the population. So one of the result of it is the WHO GTMC or Global Traditional Medicine Center that was established in Jamnagar, Gujarat. Uh, Under the honorable presence of our Prime Minister and TGWHO and also the PM of Mauritius who came to congratulate for this particular event. And Ministry of Ayush is one of the major donors of this WHO GTMC. And after that, after establishment of WHO GTMC, the first ever WHO Global Traditional summit that held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat in 2023. So the second edition of Global Summit is going to be held in New Delhi in Bharat Mandapam on 17th to 19th of December, where everyone can participate, may not be physically but virtually, because physically WHO has sent its invitation to the member states through their regional offices. I think for 2 or 3 from each country for physical participation. But other than that, more than 5,000 people from around the world are going to participate through the virtual link, where many important events are going to be announced. Important among the most important one are traditional medicine global investment case. So you can see that many of the investment scenarios will be discussed there. Second is WHO Traditional Medicine Global Library. It would be a single point solution for any of the traditional medicine research. It has lakhs of research that have been conglomerated together under a single library. It was developed in collaboration with an university in Brazil. And then health heritage innovation investment pipeline, global TM research priorities and roadmap that will be set during the entire summit uh, in between the various stakeholders of around the world. Then WHO has a bulletin which has an impact factor of more than 7, I guess, and they have a special issue on traditional medicine this year, and which is already online. You can search it in the PubMed. You can get, and multiple important articles have been published. And including, having said that, we have also various TM system framework and data network, that all the things will be discussed in that summit. So these are the draft agenda for the summit. You can access this draft agenda also from this dedicated microsite called tmsummit.org, tm-summit.org. You can go there and register yourself to attend this program uh, on the entire course of 17th to 19th of December. So by saying that, I'd like to make one statement that Ministry of Ayush is not only a federal ministry to promote the traditional systems or complementary systems of medicine, but Ministry of Ayush is there to make the health accessible, evidence informed, standard, natural, and for public interest. So nowadays, a big pool or bigger interest or I can say paradigm shift is going on towards the natural medicine, but it has to be also evidence informed and accessible to the public, right? So thank you very much for your patience hearing. And if you have any question, you can reach me out in this mail ID for any further clarification. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. With that, we will now conclude today's event on digital transformation of Ayurveda, bridging tradition and technology. We'd like to thank all the speakers and participants for their valuable time. There will be a networking reception with light refreshments just outside of the auditorium. If you have used any simultaneous interpretation service device, please make sure to return the receiver to the reception desk. 本日のイベントはこれにて終了とさせていただきます。ご登壇者、ご参加者の皆様に心より感謝申し上げます。この後は会場の外にて軽食付きのネットワーキングレセプションを開催いたします。皆様ぜひご参加ください。同時通訳レシーバーをご利用の方は受付に行く返却をお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。Thank you very much.